I'm not a health expert. I'm not a health expert. I'm not a health expert personally.
There's some pros and cons to that. Obviously, and what we think right now is the best case scenario, everything would be horrible in. But one of the things we don't want to do is to spend an inordinate amount of time figuring out if that's the best solution rather than going with the viable solution that can be accomplished within the time period. So definitely want to hear your concerns on that. And lastly, Billy, I don't want to go over my time. One of the things we haven't been able to discuss in our many meetings with these bodies to get in depth on is the situation with the jobs, the training, what's available, what's going to be mandated by the settlement agreement. And I just hope the city can address that tonight and definitely ongoing, because the summer is coming. People are looking for jobs now. I know there's still a lot of questions out there regarding that. So I think that also should be addressed. Again, JerseyCityCAB@gmail. That's our email address. You also can pick up the surveys and this information at the PPG office at 334 MLK, and also return them there if you're not savvy going online. So we're just trying to make it easy for you to communicate with us and also to share information with us. And that's all.
My name is Jim Jones. I had a question in reference to the micron size, the inhalant size, or if hexavalent chromium and dust particles were to get loose in the air, what is the smallest micron to be inhaled that could possibly deposit in the lungs to cause lung cancer?
I'm not a health expert. I'm not a health expert personally.
I think once again that's a health study question, and we need the health experts there. And I'm sorry to keep directing there, but on the 20th, somebody should be.
The only reason why I asked.
So if it's less than 10 microns, it can get into your lungs, but not your deep lungs. And sometimes the ciliary reaction will bring it back up and you'll swallow it. If it's less than 2.5 microns, it gets down to the deep lungs, and those are the real dangerous part of the substance.
I see.
10 microns or bigger, you really don't have to worry about too much.
Because they won't deposit deep into the lung.
Yeah, they won't get in.
And hopefully your cilia is working so that it brings it back up, not just swallow it. But anyway, the reason why I asked that question is because of the aerosol aerosol particles that may be caused by the water that's running about, and especially if you don't close off traffic. So there's humidity on the streets and they have particles of hexavalent, the possibility of the hexavalent traveling with the humidity that then turns into dust later on, probably outside perimeters. So I just think you should think about that. The other thing I wanted to ask you is that you had talked about...
One question per